guys, Nathalia Ferr here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is kicking off an exciting series for all Zumba instructors out there because we are talking about Zumba convention. I am kicking off a series called #Road to ZINCON, and if you've been following me on Instagram and you've been following me on Facebook, you know exactly what this is about. If you've never been to convention before, I know you have tons of questions. I know I'm not going to be able to answer all of your questions, but after attending 6 conventions, both as a Zin member and as a Zumba education specialist, I've gathered a few things that I feel are extremely necessary for convention survival. Today we are talking about the things that you can absolutely not forget to bring with you. One, because they will help you in your room, around the convention center, and at convention. And it will also help you save money, and I will explain to you how. So if I don't answer all your questions in this video, what I want you to do is go on my Facebook or on my Instagram and follow me there. Send me your questions and you might see them pop up. So for now, let's talk about the top 10 to 12 things you cannot forget when you are packing. Ready? So one thing that I've learned from all of the conventions I've been to is do not wait till the last minute to go shopping. Let's get started. So the first thing I want to show you guys is a major, do not forget to pack. So as you know, you are coming to Florida. If you are not from Florida, I recently moved here, and let me tell you, it is hot, which means that the sun is super strong. And what most people tend to forget is this. 2 reasons why you don't want to forget this. 1, because you do not want to look like a lobster. And 2, because it costs a lot of money at the gift shop. You do not want to spend 20 bucks on this tiny little thing. I actually went to Marshall's and I paid $3.99. I love to bargain shop when it comes to these things because I actually bring 2 with me, 1 to have in my purse, 1 to have in my room, just in case. The next thing that for me is a must, and I actually carry this with me when I go to Zumba classes, when I go to trainings, when I go everywhere, because ladies, we know how we feel when we are having a bad hair day, especially at convention where you're going to be taking loads of pictures. So you most likely will not have time to take 2-3 showers a day, which means your hair will get sweaty, it will get messy, and you will need this. So this is dry shampoo. I love this. I live by this because it is so practical. All you have to do is open it up. You can do this in the bathroom at convention. It doesn't have to be in your room. You just spray it. I like to spray along the roots if you want a little bit more volume. Or you can just spray it along your hair. And again, it adds volume and it gives your hair that fresh look without taking a shower. So I would highly suggest this. After you spray, you might want to wait a few seconds and then comb your hair out. So make sure to have a comb or a brush with you as well. But this is a lifesaver. It is better on dry hair, just so that you know. That's another tip. I also bought this at Marshall's. My next tip that is a must-have are makeup cleansing towels, and the reason why I like to have these is because obviously it's safe to put on your face. It won't clog up your pores or anything, but in between sessions you can wash your face in the sink, or if you don't have access, it is always good to at least clean off your sweat. So obviously you might want to just pat it dry with a towel, and then you can use these. So I always like to have this. Again, as a Zumba instructor, I have these in my bag all the time. Okay, so now let's talk about your room. So there are a few things that happen during convention that I don't care how organized you are, you need some help with. 1 is you have papers and booklets everywhere. It's very easy for you to misplace them, for you to forget them in your room. One thing that I've learned, both with my badge and with the map, is I want to make sure that they are handy and ready to go. One hack that I've realized that is very, very handy is to buy these little clips. I love these little clips because obviously it depends on your hotel door. Most of them are metal, so you can buy these magnetic clips and you can just put it on the door. Every little booklet, every map, everything that you need that you don't want to leave behind in your room, as soon as you get inside and you close the door, these will be on the door. You clip them right here, and then when you're leaving, they're right there. I actually bought this at the dollar store. There's no need to buy it at Staples or Target because some of them are like $5. I bought these four for just... The next tip that I have for you is very straightforward. A lot of times you go into the room and you realize that you need to remember something for tomorrow, and there's no way to remember other than posting it. I highly suggest bringing these, especially if you have roommates, those of you who are going to be relying on Wi-Fi. If you are coming from another country, sometimes Wi-Fi is a little iffy, so Post-it notes are perfect for you guys to communicate with one another. My next hack is very simple. You are going to be sweaty. Your clothes are going to be wet. And you're going to place them in your backpack if you don't have time to go back to the room. Or even if you go back to the room, there's no laundry service unless you want to pay extra for it. So the best thing to do is to rinse them and then hang them dry. So most of the bathrooms have a little cord that you can pull inside the shower. However, I have found that just by putting things over the cord does not dry them. And then you go back to the room and you have to flip them over and they smell funky. So it's as simple as remembering to bring clothespins. I bought this entire pack at a dollar store. Everyone in your room can share this. It's the best thing, especially ladies, for your sports bras and your leggings. And we want to make sure we're taking good care of our clothes, and it's as simple as that. So after you get your clothes and you hung them dry, you need a place to put them. Do not put them back into your suitcases. So here's my suggestion. Go again to the dollar store and get a laundry bag. This is something that you can throw all your clothes after they are dry, but even if they're a little wet, at least they'll still have room to breathe. You can put them all in here, that way you won't mix them up with the clean clothes. Dollar store, win, get it, don't forget it. There are two very important things that I want to mention to you guys in terms of how to handle your privates. That sounded so bad. Scratch that. I'm going to talk to you guys about how to handle your belongings. If you've never been to convention, there's one thing you need to know. In the sessions, there isn't a cubby or a locker or anything for you to place your belongings. What happens is everybody takes their backpacks and they put it along the walls. A lot of times people will be using the same one because if they provide bags for you guys at convention, people tend to use that. They all look the same, nothing is distinguished, and then people grab each other's belongings. My first convention, I learned that the hard way. The good thing is that the person that took my bag was very honest, and she was able to contact me and give me back my bag. That's because ever since my first convention, I thought of doing this. Name tags. I got these at Marshall's. They are luggage bags, and what I do is I actually put them in my purse that I'm carrying with me. If I have two, I put them on both. The reason why I want to do that is because just like what happened to me, if it happens to you, you want them to know how to find you. My suggestion would be to wait until you get to the hotel, put your hotel number, your room number, the hotel you're staying at, put it all in the back. As you can see, I bought it at Marshall's as well. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna show you guys, I wanna give a disclosure. I'm gonna show you guys this just because for some of you might be easier, but on my next video, I'm gonna show you guys an alternative to this that is super cute and by Zumba wear. I went to Target, and at Target, I found this sport belt. So the good thing about this sport belt is that it is expandable. and it fits all of your things in here. So your room keys, your credit cards, your phone, everything fits in here. It looks tiny, but it actually expands, and it goes right around your waist. So these are good for those quick trips out of the room where you're gonna go maybe get some coffee, or you're gonna go meet up with someone and you don't need your big duffel bag. There is one more bonus thing that I wanna tell you guys that I personally cannot live without. I live by this foam roller. I take it with me to all the trainings that I do, and I definitely take it with me to convention. If you've never rolled before, I would strongly suggest getting one. It's good so that your muscles are not as sore the next day. This is my new little obsession. I can literally like roll it anywhere. It's probably a warning saying don't roll it everywhere. I love this little thing. It's for the bottom of your feet. It's as simple as placing it on the floor and rolling your foot on it. Now, if you've never been to convention, get ready to walk, my dears, because you walk a ton. All right, guys, so this is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back. I will give you guys some more tips. In the meantime, connect with me on all my social outlets. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share with your friends, and I will see you guys back here for video number 2. #Road to ZINCON.